Assalamu alaikum students, this is Miss Meher. Hope you all are doing good. After completing two contents of our English grammar, we are now starting our English literature with the poem number 1, The Voice of God, which is of course the first content of your book. This is the introduction of the poet, which is given in your book also. The poem Voice of God is written by Lewis I. Newman. Birth year is 1893 and the death year is 1972. He was born in Providence, Rhode Island, USA. He studied at Brown University and after his doctorate lectured at Columbia. He is the author of many books on religious subjects. This poem brings out his religious bent of mind. As you all can see the content of the poem or the topic of the poem, which is the voice of God, so it clearly shows that it is the religious poem, and it will change your view of thinking, your way of thinking about religion. This picture describes you that here you all can see here a phone receiver, and the narration is that you God. It seems like God is calling you and you are confirming, is that you God? You and your God, of course Allah, you both are conversing with each other. The best part of our religion is that it teaches us to respect other religions also. What else greatness we want? I repeat, every single problem of your life can be solved by the teachings of Quran. Just when you learn how to talk with your God, how to converse with your Allah, you literally come up with something new and something very unique. This is the poem which is given in your book by Lewis I. Newman. I sought to hear the voice of God and climbed the topmost steeple. The poet is curious where the voice of God or where the God is. He is curious about the place. He wanted to reach to the place where God lives. So according to his way of thinking or according to his level of mind, he climbed to the topmost steeple. As we all believe that God lives in sky, we all think that God is of so high status that he must be on the topmost places of our city. So the poet also climbed the topmost steeple. But the twist comes here. God declared, "Go down again, I dwell among the people." Dwell means live. God is saying to the poet that I live among people. Don't search for me on wrong places. I live among people. Don't search for me in the sky or in the clouds or in the sun or in the moon. No, I don't live in these things. I live in people. Although it is the shortest poem of our syllabus, but the deepest one. These 4 lines are far beyond our thinking abilities. There are times in our life when we crave for guidance, when we feel miseries, when we feel when we have no way out for our troubles. That's the point when we need our Creator, our God, because only He can feel you and only He can give you peace. Only Allah can protect you. If Allah is supporting you, mark my words, no one can break you. Allah is the greatest, and in front of Allah your difficulties are smallest. Allah is greatest and your difficulties are the smallest. In this poem the poet is in search of God, so he went to the topmost steeple in search of God, and then he heard God's voice saying, "Go down and I dwell among people." मैं लोगों में हूँ, मुझे लोगों में ढूंढो. अगर तुम मुझे आसमान में या ऊंची से ऊंची जगहों पर ढूंढते हो तो तुम गलत हो, तो बेवकूफ़ हो तुम, क्योंकि मैं लोगों में हूँ. लोगों की मदद करो और मुझे ढूंढो उनमें. मैं लोगों के दिल में हूँ. God lives in us wherever or whenever we do something. God is watching our every single act. My dear, even when you are asleep, God watches you with so much love in His eyes. आप सब ये इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि अगर आप सो रहे हों और इवन आपकी अम्मी, इवन हमारी माँ, वो तक वो हम बीमार होते हैं तो सारी रात जाग लेती है, लेकिन हमने कभी नहीं ऐसा हमने कभी फील नहीं किया कि वो रोज़ हमारे लिए पूरी रात जागे और हमें बस हम सुकून से सोते रहे, वो प्यार से हमें बस देखती रहे। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। हमारी माएँ भी थक जाती हैं तो वो भी सो जाती हैं। सिर्फ एक अल्लाह, हमारा अल्लाह सिर्फ वो है जो हमें रात भर बड़े प्यार से देखता रहता है। हम सोते रहते हैं, वो हमें नींद में भी प्यार से देखता रहता है, वो जागता रहता है। Let's take the example of a person that you have something to share with your best friend, right? You have something to share with your best friend, you tell the same thing for the second time, then the third time. I guess the fourth time will be the limit, and he or she will get annoyed, and will ask you not to repeat because it is now irritating him or her. But when it comes to God, you can share with him every time. Repeat whatever you want. Repeat as many times you want. He will listen it, and he loves to see his people urging for his attention. God is omnipresent. God एक वक्त पर, अल्लाह एक वक्त पर हर जगह मौजूद है, हर जगह. The second quote says God is in control. See, there are times, there are moments when we feel that something is going wrong. हमें लगता है हमारी ज़िंदगी में कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो हमारे हिसाब से नहीं हो रही, हमारी मर्ज़ी से नहीं हो रही. लेकिन इस बात को उसी वक्त, वही एक वक्त है जब आपने ये ईमान रखना है, आपको ये फेथ होना चाहिए. गॉड इज़ इन कंट्रोल. अल्लाह उस चीज़ को संभाल कर रखा हुआ है. अल्लाह ने उस चीज़ को अपने हाथ में रखा हुआ है. जो कुछ हो रहा है, जो कुछ, एक पत्ता तक अगर दरख्त से गिरता है तो वो अल्लाह की मर्ज़ी के बगैर नहीं गिर सकता. एक पत्ता, फिर हम तो पत्ते के आगे बहुत कुछ है. हमारी हर चीज़, हमारी एक एक सांस अल्लाह की मर्ज़ी से होती है. अल्लाह ना चाहे तो हम अगली सांस लेने के लायक नहीं हैं. ओके. The first quote, love one another and you will be happy. It's as simple as that. अगर आप खुश रहना चाहते हैं, if you want to be happy, just love one another, spread love. Nothing can make you happy if you are not making others happy. ठीक है, आप अपने लिए कुछ भी कर लें, आपको वो हैप्पीनेस नहीं मिलेगी जब तक आप लोगों के लिए कुछ ना करें. And only in that way you can find your Allah, by helping others, by loving his creatures, by loving his people. The second quote says, let go of all hate, love one another deeply. सारी नफरतें, सारी हसद, सारी जलन, इन सब को भुलाकर, इन सब को ख़त्म करके एक दूसरे से मोहब्बत कीजिए और एक दूसरे की मदद कीजिए. अगर आप ऊपर उठना चाहते हैं, आप you want to rise others also, lift all others, lift the people around you. If you are lifting all the people around you, you will surely rise. This is the central idea of the poem. This poem shows poet's strong wish to listen to the voice of God, so he climbed the topmost table. God declared that he lives among the people. God is pleased with those who love and serve the creatures of God. God is omnipresent all the time. This is a short paragraph which shows, or which is centralizing the whole poem, and it is centralizing, or it is summarizing all the lecture that I conveyed you in the previous slides, that God is omnipresent all the time. He is with us. He lives in us. If we are searching for him in sky or in any other thing, we are wrong, because God lives in us. He is in our hearts, and we have to respect him, and we have to love him by serving his creatures or by loving his creatures. He wants us to love his creatures. If we are loving his people, if we are caring for his people, we are going closer to him. Now I am concluding the video with this quote, which is very, very relatable to our poem. I am here, let's walk together, says God. आपका अल्लाह आपसे कह रहा है कि वो आपके साथ है और आपने और उसने, अल्लाह ने, साथ चलना है। क्योंकि हम महसूस करते हैं कभी कभी कि हमारा अल्लाह हमारे साथ शायद नहीं है, हम अकेले हैं। नहीं, वी आर नेवर अलोन. अल्लाह इज़ ऑलवेज विद अस. अल्लाह इज़ ऑलवेज विद अस एवरीवेयर, and whatever we are doing, he is seeing us. So just be aware of his eyes and be aware of his sight, that he is watching you all and he is detecting, or he is suspecting you all, that you what are, or he is testing you all. Testing is the best word. He is testing you all, we all. He is testing that his people are, whether his people are able to pass his test or not. If you have any query regarding this poem, I hope there will be no query, but if you have any query, I'm here to solve it. We will of course have a Google meeting regarding this poem, so we will solve in that if you have any query. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.